picked to win the Pac-12, being a 14 playoff, and someone picked to win it all. It's tremendous effort. And as I told him in the locker room, when you go toe-to-toe and just and play a good football team like that, there's nothing to hold your head down about.
Mike,
Questions?
again, if we can use the wireless mics.
Mike, was the plan to go back with Grayson in the second half originally? Did that change after Matt let that touchdown drive at the end of the half?
No, we talked about at the very beginning about execution, performance, and production, and we're getting the production out of that position. And we made the switch, and obviously Matt did a very good job in the time and opportunities he was in there. He could get better as well. There's some things that occurred that he could correct, but more than that, it's about players that can perform, and he rose to the occasion when given his opportunity.
What do you do moving forward? I mean, you just spent an entire preseason with Grayson sort of taking snaps with the first team. How do you move forward with your quarterback situation?
Well, like any other position, you have to perform and you have to play. And so we'll continue to keep evaluating players. We'll look at this tape, we'll grade the tape, find ways we can get better, and the players that can help us perform and get better, maybe we'll have opportunities to play. So, as I said, proud of the effort of a lot of guys, particularly defensively, that it was a very good game for them. But they scored 3 times on us, and you got to play better. So we'll look at this film, and then we will get ready and correct mistakes, and then move on to the next opponent.
Mike, a lot of short, simple passes for Lambert, whereas Johns comes in and hits some deep balls. Early on, was that a case of the coaching staff trying to ease in a new starter, or just Lambert not willing to pull the trigger?
Well, it's hard to say what he was looking at the time, and that'll be evaluated in watching film again. And you always want to evaluate quarterbacks and what they're looking at, where they're throwing. But that's part of watching this tape and getting some feedback from Grayson at the time.
Mike, what was your strategy there down? You had the 4th down. Did you consider going for the field goal? What were you thinking of that at that point?
We were there was a 2-down position, and unfortunately, the play that was called, you saw the run play there was not executed. It wasn't a run play; it was a passing play, and then Matt misread the signals as they came in. It's unfortunate. As I said, you have a guy that's been playing pretty good the whole game, and then at that time, the signal goes in and he makes a mistake. It's an error, and it's one that I know we wish he could get it back. If he could get it back, but that game wasn't won or lost in that situation. There were so many opportunities during the game that we had.
To clarify, that's the 3rd down play.
Okay. Did you consider on 4th down kicking field goal?
At that time, in conferring with the coaches and just talking about where we were at that time, it was a 2-down territory for us, and obviously we didn't execute and it didn't happen for us.
Mike, can you tell us a little bit about Matt Johns? We haven't seen him and don't know much about him. Just what kind of quarterback is he? What do you like about him?
The thing that Matt has done is, we talked about raising his football IQ. He's done a great job of running the offense as well. He studies the game. He's a guy that earned playing time today. And what you saw was a young man that showed some confidence, showed that he's willing to throw the ball, and but also showed that he's got some things to learn as well. But again, I'm proud of him and all the other guys and their efforts.
Mike, you kind of just take us to the 3 turnovers. I mean, leading the touchdowns goes without saying. But how frustrating is that? What went wrong in this place? More Grayson, obviously the fumble happened with I think Miles there, but what all went wrong in this place?
Well, the first one was a tip pass that the guy caught and ran for a touchdown. The second one was a catch, or it was a catch fumble, which they had an opportunity to scoop and score on. And then the last one was an interception thrown for a touchdown. So, defensively, they were where they needed to be, and they capitalized on our errors. And again, you talk about if you could, if you should, but you take away those errors, and you have a very competitive game. And we have to look at those things and make sure we don't harm ourselves when it comes to making plays.